Now Sprint brings you an inside look at the chase for the NASCAR Sprint Cup on the Now Network. Current top three in points as they run on the track. Jimmy Johnson in good shape for the moment, with Mark Martin 134 points behind him in second. And Kurt Busch, as he leads this race, in third place, 141 points off the lead, kicking Jeff Gordon back to fourth. And Denny Hamlin, the biggest mover in the race so far, up 35 positions from 38th to 3rd. For more NASCAR stats, in-car audio, and live race radio, check out NASCAR Sprint Cup Mobile at sprint.com/speed. So Kurt Busch took the lead in this race just as it crossed its halfway point, and he is up now by 1.7 seconds on Kevin Harvick, with Denny Hamlin running 2.1 seconds behind in third. As we come to you from the pit studio, we take a look back from the leader to this race for second spot with Rusty, Brad, and Ray.
Denny Hamlin is on the move right now. Watch his lap times. He's about 0.2 of a second faster than anybody in the field right now. And we talked about this change in track. It's definitely changed a ton, and it's right there to Denny Hamlin's liking right now. His car is looking good on the top of that racetrack.
Good battle for second place right now with Denny Hamlin and Kevin Harvick. RCR cars, once again, we've talked about how they've made a resurgence. You got Kevin Harvick, Jeff Burton, both in third and fourth right now. Both of those race cars look good. And old Denny Hamlin is flat toting the mail.
Now let's check into the championship contenders, Jimmy Johnson and Mark Martin. Remember that they came down pit road under the caution at lap 117 when most of the front runners didn't. Came out 23rd and 25th respectively. Johnson 23rd, Martin 25th. Jimmy has moved up since the restart to 16th. Mark Martin has only moved up to 22nd, Ray.
Yeah, and that normally means just a better handling car. The cars, when you get back in traffic, having a fast car is one thing, having a good handling car. Jimmy has shown consistently the ability to maneuver through traffic. When other people get back there in dirty air, they don't seem to be able to come forward. The 48 team consistently brings that car forward, and Jimmy drives it forward in dirty air. Might have a little bit better car than Mark Martin right now.
Running in 16th, while Mark Martin again is only back in the 22nd spot. I heard Mark say on his radio a minute ago, just too much traffic for me back here, Vince.
And that's exactly right, Alan, but they have also been struggling with this car. Wow, did you see that? He had to save that one big time. They have been really loose in and off and not rolling through the middle the way Mark would prefer. So they've been fighting the balance of the car. They anticipated being a lot better once the sun went down and the track started to cool. But as you said, Alan, the traffic has been hindering his move up through the field. And boy, when you got to save it like that, no wonder that Mark's not feeling quite so comfortable.
Yeah, no kidding. So Mark Martin kind of hanging on. But again, a long way to go in this race. We're just past halfway. And one other quick note, Juan Pablo Montoya back on the racetrack, 39th position, 28 laps down after repairs. Remember, he and Tony Stewart tangled back at lap 116. So Jimmy Johnson doing what he has to do right now. He's up to 16th position while his rival for the title is behind him. We've got 119 laps to go to possible history if Johnson can clinch his fourth consecutive Sprint Cup Series championship. We'll return to Homestead after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
Faith is powerful.
The two-car of Kurt Busch currently leading the Ford 400 here at the season finale at Homestead-Miami Speedway. By the way, Kurt is the only driver to win twice on a 1.5-mile racetrack here in 2009. He won at Atlanta, and he won in this very same car at Texas 2 weeks ago. A lot of things to be decided today. How about a championship? How about a Rookie of the Year award? And it's got to believe it's going to go to this young man right here, 19-year-old Joey Logano, who became the youngest winner in NASCAR history at 19 years, 1 month, and 4 days. Let's take a look at our Aflac trivia question. Who is the only NASCAR Sprint Cup Series rookie to ever win a race here at Homestead-Miami Speedway? Well, the guy spinning sideways, Tony Stewart, back in 1999 did it, and he spins it down, comes down across the racetrack and nudges the pit wall.
He's a good driver. Could have had a little help right there. I say he had a lot of help. I saw that one coming for about 5 laps.
Now NASCAR had just warned both of these teams, the 42 and the 14. As far as they was concerned, it should be over. And I guess someone didn't get the message.
I think now, as far as Montoya
well, they
is
warned the
concerned,
crew chiefs.
It might be over.
Get the bumper bar and stuff a little bit this time.
I think it might be over now.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like Montoya was on a mission to settle the score.
Montoya had been in the garage 28 laps. Comes out and the 14 car is on the lead lap, being shown in the top 15, and there's the contact.
That's a lot of contact. You see the hood buckle up on that 42.
We'll show you how it started. This is not the first incident if you just joined our coverage between these two guys today. Two fiery competitors. Back on lap 117. Watch the 14 right up in front of the 42.
Yeah, it was just hard racing, and Montoya didn't like the fact that he slid up in front of him. So here Tony Stewart retaliated, cutting down the right side tires on Montoya's car, and that's what happened.
Montoya, frustrated, goes to the garage area while they try to repair his car. He gets back on the racetrack, and we go back to green, and this bump.
That was just an eye for an eye, looked like to me.
Well, yeah, guys in the old days used to not talk about it. You know, we saw Denny Hamlin talk about it, and then
They're going
they used to wait a race or
for 2 laps.
They are going to black flag the 42 and hold him 2 laps for aggressive driving. Here come the leaders down pit road. Jamie.
Guys, Casey Kane is saying he got some debris from Juan Pablo's car on his roof. They think he has a hole in the roof. 4 tires right now, wedge and track bar down. Vince?
The 31 of Jeff Burton has needed more grip all night long. Still a little bit loose. 4 tires and a wedge adjustment for Jeff Burton. Shannon.
Denny Hamlin on the bottom of your screen says the car's a little tight. Air pressure, 4 tires. Dave.
Leader Kurt Busch said it was a handful, so they'll make a wedge adjustment for that loose race car. Jimmie Johnson raced from 23rd to 14th on that run. His car was a little bit snug. It'll be a wedge and air pressure adjustment for Johnson, and Kurt Busch will get beat off pit road.
Take a look at our Pepsi Refresh race off pit road, and we'll see who made adjustments and who gained some positions there. To the 11 of Denny Hamlin.
They just stepped it up big time, man. Denny Hamlin, 12.3 second 4-tire stop.
Yeah, and Kurt Busch got blocked in a little bit by Jimmie Johnson coming in later.
Harvick lost 3 positions. His teammate Clint Bowyer gained 6 spots. What a stop by the 11 team for Denny Hamlin, Mike Ford and company. That's how much they got him out, by a complete car length, and those guys are pumped on pit road. So all the way from 38 starting spot, Denny Hamlin now being shown as a leader. He drove it up there, but then these guys got it done in the pits, and Hamlin is our new leader here at Homestead-Miami Speedway.
ESPN's coverage of the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series on ABC. Brought to you by Ford. See why Ford Racing's top drivers love the all-new Taurus from Ford. Verizon Wireless, America's largest 3G network. And Amp Energy. Amp up.
Working the 5th caution of today's Ford 400, our aerial coverage from the Homestead-Miami Speedway is provided by Goodyear. New Fuel Max tires help you get there on less gas. Calculate your savings at GoodyearTires.com. Jimmie Johnson doing what he needs to do right now to clinch a 4th consecutive NASCAR Sprint Cup Series championship. He's running an 11th spot. Mark Martin's running 14th, and a lot of crew chiefs telling their drivers, save gas with 108 laps to go.